Hello and welcome to the channel. Of course, I am your host Spivey, and with me today is
the Black Fairy. Yay! Can I get spirit fingers too?
Spirit finger. Now you gotta do spirit fingers to the next person.
Then we also have
Chipmunk the Unicorn. Welcome back, guys.
2 animals in 1.
Ooh, and a fairy.
The black kind.
What have I done?
Screwed up by bringing both of us on the show at once.
So, for those that don't know who this is to me, this is my best friend. Our birthday is 2 days apart from each other.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Go,
hey.
bestie.
We're like, the before and after.
Of what? Before and after of what?
Jenny Craig.
Oh, yeah.
It is what it is.
Anywho, so if you have not watched, make sure you go back and watch our previous video. And this, what?
Did you just catch what I said?
No. What I asked you to put in your purse just kicked in.
Bet. Anyhow.
And I have no idea what they're talking about, so we're going to move right on along. If you have not watched our previous videos, go back and watch those. Like, subscribe, and comment on that video. If with your backstory, we are going to go into period sex.
Let's do it.
We were supposed to do that before. Stuff happens. It gets like that.
As the newbie, I'm going to go last and give my opinions on it. And I'm either going to agree with both of my hosts, or I'm going to disagree. Coast. Here's my coast.
I like that.
That cup,
coast.
that cup, that color changing cup. Look at that. Look at that.
Kicking in. Right.
Woo. That cup is which clearly she's not drinking anything
My
at all.
cup runneth over. That's what happened.
Because clearly she's not drinking anything. Because you can't see any drink in that cup.
There's no drink in the cup.
Anywho, if you are drinking with us, make sure you're doing it responsibly. And let's get into it. Period sex. Yes. Have some, do some, but not with every partner. Go ahead.
So wait, you don't change your whole mind because when that camera was
No.
Whoa.
So I'm wrong.
Whoa.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, you're definitely wrong.
Because what I was hearing is like
No.
not for
So
it.
he had an issue with me because I won't do period sex. For me in my house, you just gonna have to suffer right along with me, cause I'm not doing that. Options or not, I'm not doing it. If I can't get none, you can't get none. So we both gonna be asked out.
What she means by options, we shot a whole day of videos that the audio was messed up on, so the world missed out on that. But when a woman is on her period, I said, hey, there are other options as to your enjoyment or fulfillment in your situation as a couple, a married situation,
Wait a
whatever
minute.
the case may be.
When he says your enjoyment or fulfillment, he doesn't mean the one that's on their period. He means the partner. Just
right. The other person not on the period. So let's say it's a guy with a woman and they're on their period. You can anal, you can hand job, you can oral. There's options. You can even teddy fuck. There's options. And I said, I made a mistake to her and said the word that it's fair to come up with a scenario wherein you can still get some enjoyment while she's on her period. And she lost her mind.
I did not lose my mind.
She lost her mind.
I was mad, but I didn't lose my mind because how dare you use fair? That's the part that kicked it. It's not the issue that you have options while you're on your period. It's the fact that you telling me, well, you got options. You can do other things because it's only fair that you still pleasure me while you're going through this situation. If you can't go without no pussy for a week, Pamela Henderson is real nice.
Pause.
Have fun with her.
Pause. You said it yourself. Sometimes it can be over a week, yes?
That's me specifically.
So
averaging.
the guy dealing with you,
we're doing averaging is a week. A man dealing with me, we gonna have to make some sacrifices.
Or
we gonna have to make some
sacrifices. I said I was gonna wait, but
like what you mean? Or what I said? I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not doing that. if you with me, you gonna have to make that sacrifice right along with me. Now we can still cuddle a little bit. We could go on dates.
If we cut up, we're gonna have to put down that red towel. It's just it's not gonna end well.
No.
It's gonna be a bloody mess.
No.
So I guess I'm jumping in.
Go ahead.
Alright.
So in my opinion, I'm all here for the period sex. The issue I have, so for me, I've actually suffered from fibroids. If you don't know what fibroids are, that is when the woman starts developing non-cancerous tumors in her uterus that essentially makes her cycle very, very heavy, very painful, and sometimes the bleeding will be, well, obviously I said the bleeding is really heavy, but it could actually make your cycle last longer, and anything extra down there is just a no-go. It's not happening. However, though,
Pause.
However, for me, I don't mind. Right, don't be mansplaining me. However, though, what I like is I don't mind having sex, but it has to be after the rainfall, essentially. So we have day 1 is always gonna be our heaviest. Day 2 is still gonna be heavy. Day 3 might still be, a pretty decent backflow and all the other fun stuff. Afterwards, though. It's free game as far as I'm concerned, right?
After
Go
day
ahead and
3,
give it.
Get it in.
By day 4, I'm pretty much okay with it. I really am. And so my thing is just put down the towel, because what you have to realize with women as well, for us during that time of the month, that's when we're like, we want it now. Them hormones levels start skyrocketing. That egg is like, nah, I'm holding on. We got a few more days. Come on, impregnate me. Get some dick, get some sex. So. Shit, that's what it feels like. It'd be screaming at me, bitch, get some goddamn dick. Shut up. I'm trying to finish my homework, right? And so, for me, I say...
They really do be the struggle.
Exactly, when you're trying to study.
I'm trying to do something important.
I'm trying to do my exam. I should be, get some dick, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to study, right? So, for me, I don't mind sex during my cycle. It just can't be during the heavy days. For most women, it's can be between 3 to 7 days. So I don't mind by day 4 when it's a lot lighter. Then I'm like, hey man, grab the towel. Let's do this. All right? Because that's when I'm horny. So get me while I'm horny. Like, why are you trying to wait for times when I'm like, I don't want it. Don't touch me. I feel nasty. I feel gross. But I want some sex. Fuck you. Fuck your goddamn needs.
Wait, so hold on. So wait.
What she said.
If it's waiting 3 days, then cool. That could be done. Because you say after day 3, go for it, right?
Right.
All right, that's fine.
Right.
All right.
He's mad that he has to go an average of a week with nothing whatsoever.
Because there are times throughout the entirety of my cycle I don't feel like being touched. So like for me, I wouldn't mind doing it with my partner because we've been together for a long time.
Yeah, you don't do it with everybody.
You don't do it with a random. As far as it happened once with a random, but it kind of popped up in the middle, and it was.
You pull out. Oh God, I'm dying.
Hey, my God! I was like, oh my God! I was like, my bad, bro. Look at my calendar. My bad. It wasn't supposed to happen this way. But it came back, so shit, it is what it is. But I wouldn't never do it with just a random partner. I would always do it with somebody that I feel secure with. Because, it's kind of a sensitive time of the month for women. It's not really something you just want to do all willy-nilly with just anybody. But at the same time, one, the woman's not comfortable. If she's not comfortable, she's not enjoying herself. If she's not enjoying herself, she's not having sex, right? At that point, she's just a fucking tool at that point. And nobody wants to be a tool. So when you talk about, it needs to be fair. Okay, fair is you wait till I'm ready and then we both fuck.
So hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Have you ever, in your history, used a guy as a tool? You want some dick, I'm going to call up this dick.
But let me ask a question, though.
I'm just here for some dick.
But let me ask a question, though.
No. Don't ask the question yet. Just answer yes or no first.
I'm going to answer.
She gonna answer when she feel like it.
You damn right. I'm gonna answer, but here's what I'm gonna say. Yes, I may have used him for sex, but was he not benefiting from it at the end of the day? He wasn't coming over to just sleep with me just to be like, oh my gosh, she needs sex. I need to go give it to her. No.
Relationship.
Bullshit.
He could have wanted companionship. The question
He
was,
wanted-
did
he
you
wanted
ever
pussy.
call
That's
up
the
a
only
guy
reason why he
saying,
come over.
he said, hey, I want some dick. Who should I call who's going to answer and come
So let me
over
ask a
and
question.
give me-
You ever hit a girl up and say, I
Hold
want some
on.
coochie?
You haven't finished
right?
answering my question.
Can I come over? And it's up to her to say, yes, I do want some dick. We can do this mutually, right? Or she's going to say, no, I don't want no dick. Stay the fuck home.
So wait. Pause.
Her point was
Whoa.
he came
Hold on.
over, so he agreed to the terms of the contract.
Oh, the terms of the agreement.
So hold on. Just so I understand
Uh-huh.
properly.
Uh-huh.
You can have, I don't know, let's give it a name.
That's not.
Fuck buddy. You can have a fuck buddy
Mm-hmm.
that's just about sex. I don't know.
I have
That would make it
had-
sound like a tool because it's here for
But
a
is
job.
he a tool per se when
Whoa,
he
whoa, whoa.
knows bullshit? Because is he a tool per se because he knows for a fact that he's coming over for the gratification of getting this pussy?
So what?
So he gets
you're saying a
gratification
guy
and she gets
acknowledges and
gratification.
is fine with being just there for that one thing.
But he's coming over because he wants pussy.
So he is there for one thing and he knows
I know where
So
you're
you
going
just
with
said
this.
that
I
a
know
guy
where you're
doesn't-
going with
nobody
this.
wants to have-
Don't
She
you
just said
Right,
it.
listen.
don't you be doing all that.
She just said
Get
it.
him.
No,
Get 'em.
no,
Get
no,
'em.
She just
no,
said it.
because tools are unassuming. So you trying to, if I'm laying here, I ain't know that I wasn't gonna get mine.
Whoa.
You just using me to get yours. You
Whoa.
don't care if I get mine.
Mhm.
That was the whole purpose
Whoa.
of it.
I'm giving you a Joy from Blossom. Whoa.
From
Pause.
whom?
You may not be old enough to remember that, but it's okay.
His old ass.
Exactly.
Call it what you like, because I just caught her in the issue. She just gave her own self a kerfuffle. So,
What's the kerfuffle?
a fuck buddy, who is strictly a fuck buddy, who you call up because you want X, Y, and Z, who comes over to give you X, Y, and Z and gets the fuck on, is in fact a tool.
No, he's getting
To-
gratification. You're
He's
not
getting
understanding.
gratification.
You're not
whoa.
understanding
The tool
the point of
fulfilling
her
the job of the
comment.
tool
So here's
is
my
still a
question, though.
tool.
Here's my
You're
question.
trying.
Have you ever gone to have sex with a woman just to exclusively get her off and not worry about your own case?
Yeah.
Did you agree to that?
Did you
Yeah.
agree to that? But you agreed to it. All right. So as far as I'm concerned,
Have I ever done that without agreeing to it? Yeah.
You
So-
can't. You went somewhere and didn't agree to it, but still did it.
Yeah.
Spite me. What did you go there for?
Have a good time.
what is this?
Did
good
you
time?
not have a good time?
Of course it did.
But you had a
But
good
whoa,
time.
whoa. Was it to have a good time where saying I didn't reach my own sexual gratification? No.
Did you choose not to?
But something came up.
No,
and
no,
it
no,
was
no.
like,
Oh,
question
if
is,
something came up,
Did
that does
you
not count.
choose not to.
So yes, you chose not to because whatever came up was more important than getting your
All right?
own.
If
Pause.
I
Hold on,
have,
wait,
go ahead.
wait.
Say
Ain't
your
no
piece.
pause.
Right.
Hey, you, the audience, comment down below where you feel this is going, which way, who you side
It's
with,
going
who
on
you
this
agree
side.
with.
This right here.
We want to hear from
Red
you.
Squad.
Wow. If you yourself have had period sex, if you would have period sex,
Literally Red
or if you
Squad
think it's
shit.
disgusting, we want to hear that as well. We want to hear from you. Or if a friend, for any of these scenarios.
I'm so
Definitely.
mad at the air quote.
It's always a friend.
It could literally be a friend.
Yeah.
It could be a friend.
Sometimes it ain't. Anywho, definitely comment down below. If you know about that red towel and you get it in, just spell it.
Oh, it's
Tell
gonna
it.
be a red towel.
It's got to be a red towel. If you do any color in red, you
Folded
slow.
in half. You know, just in
That's-
case.
I would have used black.
I mean, that too.
Y'all said red. I'm just
mean,
saying I would have used black.
We agree with both of them.
It's a red towel standard.
Mm.
Every
Who's
guy who get it
standard?
in buys a red towel for that one. They got one red towel in their closet. You go and look, they got one red towel. You know what it's about.
See, now I gotta go check this closet.
I gotta
One
go
red
check some
towel.
closets.
Right. She said some closets. That's
Hey.
Woo. Not lying.
Anywho, as we have about 5 minutes here, I want to go ahead and go in on some war stories or horror stories of this experience. Like, have you ever dealt with period sex and it ended badly?
I just ooh.
Like,
there's-
did he freak out or you freak out? Like, oh my God, no.
I mean, okay, so I had one experience where we were going at it, and then my cycle started. Either it just decided to start on its own, or he knocked it out of me, is what I like to say. So he knocked it out of me.
He brought it on?
He brought it on, right? And so it happened. There's not really much we can do. Right. And, you know, it's not really much we can do. You know, I looked, I was like, my bad. It wasn't supposed to show up for such and such amount of days. But I'm like, we kind of already into it. You already got blood on your dick. Can we finish this shit? So we finished, right? Whereas I've had another situation where, you know, we knew it was happening. We still decided to go ahead and put down the towel. We still decided to go ahead and do it, whatever. And then he had the nerve to hit me with, I can smell the iron. And I was like, pull out, just pull out. I'm done.
D-E-D,
I'm done.
dead. Not D-E-A-D, D-E-D, dead.
I was like, when he said it, did he just, like, I mean, you know, he was on top, so I'm looking at his face, and he has, I can smell the iron.
Oh, he was a weirdo.
Get out! Pull out! Just fuck it, it's done. It's done!
Alright, what about you?
I thankfully don't have any period war stories. Like, nobody said anything reckless.
So reckless.
Anything reckless. None of my people, like, freaked out to the highest level of extreme. Like, I don't... They're all like, alright, it happens, or let's move on to the shower if it comes on while we're in process.
So, I guess it's on me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I had a partner who I was having sex with. It was our first time having sex after like 5 or 6 years of not having sex together. And their period came on during sex. And mind you, we were using the condom. But when I say
condoms are disgusting looking.
when I say we looked down and there's just blood everywhere on the bed sheets, everything.
Whole
I'm
murder
like, ooh.
scene.
I'm thinking like, oh, you real wet today, and there's blood everywhere.
We done killed him. Oh my God.
And I made the mistake, because mind you, it wasn't stopping nothing, because we was clearly still in full throttle. But I looked down, I was like, there's blood everywhere. And I made the mistake of saying it, and she freaked out. It wasn't me. She freaked out. She was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Like, we've been fucking for years. Like, this ain't the first damn time we done had the situation, but it was the first time.
It was a
in
new
years.
time.
Yeah. And so they killed the vibe, and she was so embarrassed, and we.
I hate that we're taught to be embarrassed about that.
I know. It's a natural function that happens. All right, listen. If anybody ever comes to my restroom in my house, I have what I call the menstruation station.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. I have tampons. I have menstrual disc. I have pads.
Menstrual disc?
Yes.
What the fuck
I
is
also have
that?
panty liners. Whatever you need
It's
for
there.
your menstruation
The
needs.
fuck is a menstrual disc?
So
I'm really
menstrual
stuck
disc.
on
All right.
this.
So menstruation disc is actually made
it's a cup.
specifically, right? It's similar to a menstrual cup, where that it's made specifically for you to have sex during your cycle. If anyone has ever had the NuvaRing, the NuvaRing is just a ring that goes in its birth control that you put up there, and it sits on the tip of your cervix to release
you fold it
hormones
and
and
it
keep
just
you
sits
from
there.
getting pregnant. Whereas the menstrual disc is similar in the insertion process and even the wearing process, where it's a disc, right, but big as a NuvaRing, and you put it up there, and it has like a plastic kind of cup at the bottom that it catches all of your cycle, so you don't have to wear a tampon, you don't have to wear a pad.
What if
you don't
dude
have to wear-
pushes it up?
I mean, then it's
It's
getting
a
caught in that
suction
cup.
of.
It's not a suction actually.
They don't
it
do
just
the suction?
literally no. You're thinking of the menstrual cup.
Oh yeah, that's the suction.
Right, which has a suction on it. But this one is just a disc that it sits direct. So this is your cervix, right? It sits directly on it, that it catches everything that comes out. So there's a little cup at the bottom, a little plastic bag is what I'm gonna call it, and it catches everything that comes down. So if he's coming in, it ain't messing with nothing. All right, so you could essentially have sex with it while it's in there
How
with
do you
no
get
mess.
it out?
You go back up there and pull that thing out.
And then just the blood just
That's why I say
falls.
take it out in the shower.
Or over the toilet.
Or over the toilet. Right. It is what it is. We gotta do what we gotta do.
This
But
is-
we
hey.
are taught as women to essentially fear our cycles.
I got you.
All right. And so don't fear your cycle. I know women that are happy to see that thing every month. Like,
Oh, yeah.
hey girl,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
up? You here?
Like-
we made it another month. Ah, yes,
Like,
here we go.
I dealt with a girl, and she was swearing on a stack of Bibles she can't get pregnant. She has some genetic situation where she can't get pregnant, but she still had a period. I'm like, if you're having a period, chances are you can still get pregnant. So I was always like, no, we need to be safe. She's like, no, don't worry, I can't get pregnant. She's pregnant right now. But it ain't about me, but she's pregnant right now. I'm like, And you see why I was always like, no. Yeah, like, get real. Like, yeah, I would just say this. Please understand, you can still get pregnant while on your period. That is the
Yes.
literal last chance to get pregnant with that particular egg. And not only that, you can get pregnant in both fallopian tubes at the same time.
You sure
so
can.
people end up with like 2 pregnancies at the same time, or pregnant on their
Yes.
period. Yeah, that can happen.
I've seen numerous people who get pregnant at 2 separate times and have one baby, the first one be born in October and the next one be born in December. It has happened.
Yeah.
Please.
Barely recovered from the first
Look,
one.
I mean, but at least you get it's a one and done essentially, so it's kind of you get 2 kids at once.
Boy.
But please make sure you're being safe. If some people, birth control, like NuvaRing and stuff like you mentioned, that's not the best move for them. The hormones can do all kind of things to
It
you
sure can.
psychologically, physically, and the guy or girl who you're dealing with has to deal with you going nuts.
Oh, yeah.
That's not fun. I've been
And
there.
those things can disappear is what happened to me.
I actually pulled one out of a girl once. We was in a room full of people, so I'm just figuring her like trying to
In a room full of people?
Yeah, we was in a room full of people. We was having a party.
Oh,
So,
my.
yeah.
I mean, where was
like,
I?
Where's
like-
the bell? Where's next
I
topic?
reached my crown. What the fuck is this? And I pulled out her
You
leg.
pulled it
She
out.
was freaked out. But
Put it
so
back!
yeah,
Right.
these things happen apparently.
Oh my god. Well, once again, we say safe sex is the best sex. So, however you do it, have fun with it. So
Yeah.
always be safe.
What were we even
need
talking
a little
about?
banner at the bottom. Safe sex.
What were we even talking
Period
about?
sex.
We were.
Period sex.
I'm just.
This is the final wrap up.
We've been wrapping up for a minute.
Safe sex.
Well, if you
Yay!
were wrapping up, then there you go.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, some people do freak out about sex on the periods. Definitely talk with your partner early on before your period happens, so you
Preferably.
already have a plan in place. If you do and they are down for it, then you can get you some bed sheets or some blankets or some covers or some
Bed sheets?
towels.
Mattress
Yeah,
covers.
sometimes you
are
gotta
a
get like
thing.
that plastic bed sheet 'cause you might be a
Mattress
squirter on her
covers.
period. Shit gets weird.
It's a mattress cover.
Whatever. It's just a fucking,
Not a duvet. A mattress cover. It's
Two
plastic.
different
Anywho,
things.
So be
And you can wash
responsible.
them.
Talk to your partner. Find out what you're both into or up to, or if there's options for fairness.
I will throw this die at you.
Don't you hit me with that F word. That's the one F word I'm not dealing with.
And
Fairness is we both get off. So you're either fucking me or you're rubbing my clit. Bottom line.
yeah, I'm fine with that. I'll even still fucking.
We're not jumping back into
Still,
it.
still don't
We're
seem
not
like
jumping
enough.
back
Yeah.
into
So
it.
But-
anywho,
Safe sex.
be safe. Talk to your partner, as she would say. Communicate.
That's exactly what I
Communicate.
would say. Communicate. Communication is key.
And
Put
it
it
is
cute.
natural, so don't freak out. If the woman freaks out, it's her body. Let her freak out. You as the guy, you know what the hell you jumping into when you put on the, you going for it. So be safe. It is weird if you're not using the condom and you pull out and there's nothing but blood on you. So that's a little understandable, but still don't completely freak out, because then you're going to cause a problem with your situation with your partner.
Yeah, you will. You surely will.
Be adults. You fucking be an adult.
Yay. Well, with those final thoughts being said, we are going to go ahead and cue out on you. As always, I am Chipmunk the Unicorn, here with Spivey and our special guest, the Black Fairy.
Bye.
And we're done here.